John, the happiest I saw you tonight was the second half. There was an interior pass to Nick. He didn't bring it down. He didn't bounce. He just spun and shot. What's going on?
Yeah, but what I told him after the game was up 30, it's hard to play. I've done this 30-some years. Being up 30, it's hard to play. My team is just halfway up the mountain. We can't afford to revert back to what we've been playing. So if you wondered why I coached the way I was coaching, that's why. Like PJ is playing so well, I am not letting him, I waited a year and a half for him to play this way. I'm not letting him slip back. I told Reed I got to get Nick in there and let him play through some of the stuff because we got to get Nick going. But again, he didn't check out on some rebounds. He had a tip dunk on him, and and so we're back to, look, man, this is your responsibility, and if you want these minutes, you got to do something with them. But I was happy with Jamal. I was happy with Emmanuel. We played, we passed the ball. We defended and rebounded, and we were willing passers. That's why this was what it was. We defended like crazy. I don't know what they ended up with, but second half, they started the second half 70% of their shots, which is what you expect when you're up 30.
Cal, does PJ have a chance to become your poster child for the value in coming back?
I don't want it to be about that. All I want him to do is, it's like Willie. It took Willie 3 years. But we've got calls that, like, this kid's the most improved guy. They can't believe it. And that was after going 0 for 4 from the three-point line. It has nothing to do with that stuff. It's his energy, his anticipation, his athleticism, his aggressiveness. I mean, that's what this stuff is. They love Tyler Hero. They went crazy. You know what Tyler shot last game? 2 for 9. Missed every jump shot, and they said he's your best player. Why would you say that? Because he fights, he has a motor, he flies, he bounces. I'm trying to explain to these guys the ego stuff that you care about doesn't matter. It's this stuff that matters. This is how you're evaluated. It's like Nick. Run that floor, block some shots, go be tough around. We'll throw you some lob, make some free throws, and all of a sudden, kid, you're a totally different player. Can I shoot jump shots? What? That doesn't matter. And so I was proud of how we played, and but like I said, I wasn't backing up. I was harder on them in the second half than I was the first.
What worked against Shatu tonight, and what do you think about him as a player?
Say it again?
Shatu, what worked defensively against him, hold him scoreless, and what do you think about him as a player?
Oh, we recruited him, so I know how good he is. And, our size, I figured would bother them, and PJ's athleticism bothered him. I mean, PJ has done that to different players in this league who are a little bit where he can use his length and all those things. So, again, I was really surprised no one asked me about our bench scoring. We scored 30 and they scored 6. No one asked, where was that question?
Debated on asking.
I thought it would be the first one.
Were you concerned at all about a trap situation here?
A what?
A trap coming off 3?
No, here's this. Everything we do is geared toward growth, and that's why you can't get crazy on just results. It's growth. Are we getting better? Are individual players getting better? Are they playing more confident? Are they being more aggressive? Is anybody being tentative? Why is he being tentative? How do we change that? And then the games are to build that. You guys know I can't stand league tournaments. I hate them. The only reason we got to play in it, so let's play in it to get our seed better. I mean, and so game to game, what we're trying to do is grow, just get better. And we got better today. We got better after the last game. We've been on a steady climb, but we're halfway to where I think we could be. Nick's got to be more consistent. Keldon's got to be more consistent, especially defensively. Jamal and Emmanuel cannot be tentative. They got to play. And if you got it going, and then we leave you in. If you don't have it going, it's not that big a deal. I said at halftime. Last game, those two, we didn't score off the bench. They missed 5 or 6 shots, and those two missed it. Okay. Now this game, they were the ones that made the shots that spread the game open. And they're happy. They were happy last game. even though they didn't score and didn't play that much. This is what it is. Today, Reed gave up some minutes for Nick. What does it matter? Are you getting better? Are we making strides? And I teased him at halftime. I told him I was really mad at him because I don't want any of my teams playing this well in January. But
what does that say, John, that a week ago, #1 Tennessee comes in here and they barely get out of here in overtime, and you guys roll?
I could give you a number of things on, you know, so-and-so beat so-and-so, who beat so-and-so, who beat so-and-so, so that means so-and-so, and Buffalo should be #1. I mean, it's, that game, you don't know if, we played pretty good today. Maybe Tennessee didn't play well. Maybe Vandy played out of their mind. Maybe they made shots. I mean, I watched the game, and I'll be honest with you, that was their game, Vandy. And the call at the end, I mean, changed the game, kind of like the Auburn game, where we almost lost because of the late, give them the shots, the ball. And matter of fact, I hate to tell you, they were up 5 on South Carolina here. And there's a block, and they call it technical on a kid because he looked at a guy. I wasn't there, so I don't know if it was crazy. But they got the technicals too, took it out. What did they make? You knew what they did. They made it 3, so it's a tie game with 1:20. They were up 5, and South Carolina was going to take it out. I say that to you that, you know, Bryce has done a heck of a job, and with the injuries and the other stuff that he's dealing with, woo. You know, and some of the stuff not bouncing their way, but here's what's good about it. Throughout a season, again, I've done this 35 years, maybe longer, and I've been in Kentucky 18, how long have I been here? 100 years? But it all evens out. So whatever happened in that game and this, please, you'll say it, Cal said that would happen. There's going to be a bounce of a ball, there's going to be a call, something's going to happen that's going to be in their favor. It's just how it is. It doesn't, you don't go through a season where everything works against you. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, 15 points and 14 turnovers. Is that the most connected defense you felt?
We had a couple guys that weren't connected, but in all, I thought we were pretty good. Plus, they missed some shots they normally make.
You see it consistently, but end of the game, the guys are going in the tunnel, and there's just all those big blue fans. How nice is it to see that presence on the road time and time again?
Yeah, our fans, you know, they travel, and they're crazy, and they'll be waiting out by the bus. It's 10 below 0, and they think I'm going to stop and sign autographs. I'm putting a towel over my head and running by. But it's, you know, it's the same thing with the tournament. We know they're going to be there, and we kind of owe it to them to play and be our best because that's their chance to see us. I would guess of all these fans that were here, none of them have tickets to Rupp, and they've probably been to Rupp 5 times in their life. But they're able to see us here. They're able to see us, you know, in different places that we play. So it's kind of neat.
How is PJ coming along in terms of assertiveness, aggressiveness, and imposing?
Yeah, he's getting better. He's getting better because he's getting in better shape. He's winning all the stuff we do when we run and condition. He's winning. He's also, there's no coolness. When something goes wrong, he doesn't go cool now. Act like it doesn't matter. Now, he bows his neck. And the other thing, he's taking on the challenges. Like, you know, if you're what I think, take on this challenge. And he's doing it.
I know basically since he got here said be that guy every night. He's done it 3 in a row now.
Yeah, I said, I've been waiting 1.5 years, and I even told him, I'm not taking you out because I'm not screwing this up. Stay in. If you want to break, you come out. And I told EJ, you got to deal with it. I've been waiting 1.5 years for him to play this way. And you don't know why the light goes on. You don't know. But you see it, and you know the light just went on. What the heck happened? Well, you don't know. These are kids. They're 18 and 19-year-olds.
Kelvin was the biggest change for Kelvin in the second half. One scoreless in the first half.
He was more focused. I mean, he came off a pin down and he held it. We got it to him in the zone. He acted surprised. It's your play. What are you surprised about? You know, I mean, they were, and then defensively broke down, backdoor, back, boop, you're not into this, you're fine. Sit down, let these guys play. That's what I did. In the second half, I said, should I start him? And one of the coaches said, yes. I said, why? In front of the team, why? What would lead you to start him? So you know, you're challenging them all different kind of ways, and started them, they played pretty well.
Thanks, guys.